I tweak or mix this, you know. It sounds cold.
Where do you think we got it?
Yo, what are you saying? We're back again with RT Sports Podcast. I'm with my boy Connor.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. What are you saying? So another eventful weekend of football. That's why we love the beautiful game.
When is it not?
Yeah, how did you find it?
Yeah.
We'll get onto that later.
I didn't watch any. No, I didn't watch any.
But we've got to start with Man City's 8-0 win against Watford. What a performance.
The wounded beasts.
What did I say last week?
Everyone thought that it was a foregone conclusion that they were done for, they'd been found out. Now look.
I said the scariest things are wounded beasts, man. They just come out, told you that 3-0 win against Shakhtar Donetsk and then 8-0 against Watford.
Ask Ben Foster if they're done for.
What I saw from Ben Foster was poor. You don't want to be seeing that from an opposition player, praising the opposition after he just got beat 8-0.
Like I said to you, if I was one of Watford's fans that I travelled up to that game and then I get home and I watch Match of the Day and I see my keeper is coming out and saying stuff like, I was glad it's 5-0 at half time and that they're on a different planet, I'd be fuming because I spent all that money to go see you play and within 18 minutes we're down 5-0. I'm already on the way on.
I think sometimes things get so bad that you can only just laugh to get over it, or else you will get in a bad place.
Them fans ain't laughing.
Yeah, I saw 1-0 down in less than a minute.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. You go there with a game plan. You see what the manager said before the game? He said, this was his words, he said that I like going away to these big teams because I like the planning of it. Well, you can't be very good at your job then. Because
you know what's funny, yeah? Watford had all week to plan for that game.
And he said he was enjoying it. That's one of his enjoyable parts of his job.
Man City had to fly back from where? Russia? Ukraine. They scored in the first minute.
Yeah. And it's already over then.
And the game's done. So all that game plan and everything
out the window.
Out the window. But you can't blame it all on Watford. Man City, what a performance.
But then again, and that's the thing, is that people after the Watford game, they thought, is there a blueprint to beat them? Is there not?
After the Norwich game.
Is it a leaky defence? In Norwich game, yeah, so I'm sorry. And then look what happens. Because the thing is, I told you that Pep would have been at them players, they'd have been like, people are calling you a joke. People are saying that you're done. Go and show them you're not. This
is what I don't like. See, the best fuel of people criticising them. That's why they don't. That's why when you see Pep in interviews, he's not too down when they lose. He's not too up when they win because he knows what he's doing.
But you hear him. He called himself Fraudiola. He's aware of the stuff around him. That's Twitter talk.
Of course, it's all fuel.
But how does a guy like that find out about Twitter talk? That guy he's watching. Yeah. You think that these players live in a bubble and they don't see stuff, but they see what's happening.
What's it? Jurgen Klopp even said that he had a burner Twitter account to see what the fans were saying. Yeah, like during the Champions League run, he was seeing all the support and everything. So they're not aware.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you think players after a good game, bad game, they don't go on Twitter and they type in their name and look at see what people are saying about.
100%. They would have been talking in dressing room about what everyone's saying. Is Liverpool's title to lose, everything like that. You know, even Pep's gone, it's Liverpool's da. But you know, inside that dressing room, they're hearing the talk, they're talking about the talk, and that's what they're using to go out there as fuel and wipe Watford out. 8-0. 5-0 in what?
18 minutes.
18 minutes.
Premier League records.
No Raheem Sterling either.
Again, but then you look, this would sound like City squad depth is who replaced him. Well, you could say Bernardo Silva into the hat-trick. It's like
Mahrez did well,
scored. And you look from the Norwich game to that game, De Bruyne come back in and look at that form.
See, people say there's no gimme games at Premier League level. I'm sorry.
Certain home games.
Yeah, certain home games are
again you're talking is gimme games to who? I think the only two teams that get gimme games in the Premier League these days are Liverpool, and Man City. Because again, look at Arsenal on the weekend, struggled against Villa at home. That is one of them games where typically you go, it's a gimme game. Man United at home to Crystal Palace, typically one of them games where it's a gimme game.
See, that's the thing. I touched on it last week, and I was saying I'm happy that the squads in the top 6 bar Liverpool and City that they've strengthened a little bit. So hopefully they start taking points off the big boys in Liverpool and Man City. So it does become a better Premier League title race. So there are more teams involved. But you can see with teams like Tottenham struggling at home against Newcastle, Arsenal struggling against Aston Villa at home as well. Have they really strengthened, or have the bottom teams even like strengthened more to make it more competitive with that for the rest of the
say
league?
about the bottom team strengthening, I think it's more so about the bottom teams, not bottom teams, but saying that 14 after the top 6. None of them have to let players go anymore. So it's not even about year on year. All them teams are doing now is they're building on what they've already got. You don't see them lose 3 players. You don't see them. They let one go if they want to let one go. Like Harry Maguire, Leicester let him go for 80 million.
Yeah.
It's 80 million. And
they were in control of that whole.
You see the guy that's come in, Soyuncu, that they already had him.
Yeah, they already.
And it's like, I'm not saying that it's the same level, but I'm saying it doesn't look like there's a hole in the team because they've lost a player.
Yeah. Like the bottom, I say the bottom half, they look really good now, to be honest. Like, I remember in the days of them bottom team, there was only one way they played. It was get the ball straight up to the front man, we go for second balls.
And
now,
when they go away to the big teams, it'd always be part of the bus.
Yeah, 2 blocks.
See how long we can keep
it. If they go 1-0 up, that's the game done.
Set pieces.
Exactly. And even now, when these teams are going 1-0 down to the big teams, they are trying to play. It's not damage limitation straight away. Even like Newcastle at Liverpool, when they went a goal down, they still tried to play. It wasn't like, oh, the game's lost now here at Anfield, let us, 2 blocks or 4. They bring on the attacking players. They try and go for the game. Like you see even teams like Norwich with Pookie up front. Them days it used to be like Grant Holt, get the ball up to the front man and see what we can do. But then
at the same time, I also think that has got to do with the quality these teams have in terms of what they used to have. And also, I don't agree that Man City, Liverpool, I think teams do go there and they think, how many can we keep it today? I don't think they go there to win. But I don't think they're the only 2 teams where there's not this inferior complex where if a team comes to Old Trafford now, a team goes to the Emirates, they think they can. There's not that, oh, we're playing Man United today, oh, we're playing Arsenal today, oh, we're playing Chelsea today. It's 3 points is up for grabs, the same as any game. And it never used to be like that, but it's because you have teams like, Crystal Palace are a bad example because Wilfried Zaha's done nothing this season, but you have a team like Crystal Palace who have a player like Wilfried Zaha, you have a team like Leicester who have players like James Maddison, Wilfred Ndidi. They have players like this. You have these teams now, West Ham for example, have teams like Felipe Anderson, a guy that's coming from Europa League, Champions League, like
it's quite impressive.
Serie A team, coming to a team that's battling in that top 8 to 10 range.
Well, I will say, I think we need to look at the Premier League like what the Ballon d'Or race used to be like. You see, you've got Messi and Ronaldo at the top, and everyone else at the bottom trying to get up there. I think it's the same with the Premier League now. You've got Man City and Liverpool in a league of their own, and then you've got the rest battling to try and get
it's always
up there.
It's always been like that in the Premier League in terms of its cycles. So Man United, Arsenal had that cycle, then it turned to Man United, Chelsea when Mourinho come in, then after that was Man United, Man City, and it just happens that now it's...
Yeah, football's a cycle, but that's what makes it so good, isn't it? I think what I'm starting to realise is, as a fan, you've got to enjoy it whilst it's good.
Oh, trust me about
because the cycle is going to come round. Like, there's no like assurances in football.
Unless you're Sir Alex Ferguson.
Because like you even see Real Madrid and Barcelona, like what's happening to them. See, nothing is certain in football, so you have to enjoy it like while it lasts. Going on to the other standout game of the weekend, Liverpool-Chelsea. That was a very, very good game.
Weird game.
Yeah, very good game. First half, I feel Liverpool dominated. They went there looking like...
You say dominate, see this is what I don't agree with, is that they're talking about Liverpool in terms of being this super high class team. That game...
Yeah, shitting on